The mountains hold the secrets to lost civilizations. The Chachapoya. There is perhaps no mountain civilization more mysterious than the Chachapoya of Peru. They are also called the warriors of the clouds or the cloud people because of their high-altitude homes way up in the Andes Mountains. They lived in the dense and isolated cloud forests at the edge of the Amazonas, and although the Inca Empire did conquer their civilization before the Spanish arrived in the 16th century, the Inca were never really able to consolidate all their land. Incorporating the Chachapoya had been extremely difficult. Because they lived in such remote places, locations that were almost impossible to get to, they were also brave warriors who resisted the Inca with every step. Unfortunately, what makes the Chachapoya such a huge mystery is that we don't have a lot of archaeological evidence from them. Almost every source of information regarding the Cloud Warriors comes from either the Inca or the conquistadors who sought to destroy them. One of the strangest things about the Chachapoya is that they were said to have unusually pale skin compared to the other groups discovered in Peru. Lost City of Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta in California is allegedly home to a lost city. The city is supposedly hiding somewhere within the mountain and was once populated by magical giants with an advanced knowledge of mechanics and technology. Mount Shasta is one of the most striking geological features in California. It's the second highest peak in the Cascade Range, towering above the state at 14,179 feet. It was once an active volcano that spewed lava all over the surrounding area, but it is currently dormant at its base. The majestic Green Valley once inhabited by indigenous Native Americans. The civilization of giants isn't something that have archaeological evidence of. Instead, it all boils down to legend. Legend speaks of a secret city inhabited by the forgotten descendants of the Lemurians located on the mountain. The Lemurians were supposedly the first truly technologically advanced people on the planet. They lived on a lost continent that sank in the ocean between Europe and North America thousands or hundreds of thousands of years ago. Some believe the giants of Lemuria fled to California when their homeland sank. They then built a great city on Mount Shasta, or maybe underneath it, and eventually vanished, going extinct with the other giants of the ancient world. The Gu Kingdom. The mysterious Gu Kingdom is one of the greatest mysteries of Tibet. In the 9th century, about 1,100 years ago, the mighty Tubo Kingdom fell to pieces and collapsed. The Tubo had ruled over the mountainous region of Tibet for centuries. In their absence, a new people rose to power. They were the Gu Kingdom, and they conceived a marvelous civilization that lasted 700 years. Then in the year 1630, Guj was overthrown by the Kingdom of Ladakh. According to historical records, the Gu Kingdom had roughly 100,000 people in it when the King of Ladakh marched on the capital. He allegedly took the Gu royal family back to his own city as captives, but no one is sure what happened to the 100,000 people who had been living under the Gu king. The capital was suddenly abandoned, their great oasis was turned to a desert, and the people somehow vanished. The Chimera Fire Mountain. Yanyardis is a mountain sanctuary dedicated to the Greek god Hephaestus. It's an incredible place because fires have been burning here consecutively for about 2,500 years. These are natural fires spewing out of the ground fueled by gas far below in the Olympus Valley. The mountain sanctuary can be found near the top of Mount Chimera in Turkey's Antalya province. It was originally identified in 1811 by Sir Francis Beaufort, and he named the site after the mythical fire-breathing monster called the Chimera. In Greek legend, the Chimera was a terrifying beast formed from various parts of other animals. The hero Bellerophon defeated the monster by shoving a spear attached to a lump of lead into the monster's mouth. In ancient times, people would have been in awe of the natural fires burning along the mountain. To them, these fires would have seemed like truly miraculous things, like the fire spewing out of a great god's forge in the mountain. Urartu Castle. On an expedition in eastern Turkey, a team of archaeologists discovered a castle that hadn't been seen by human eyes in centuries. The castle was lost, completely hidden at an altitude of 8,200 feet above sea level. The team was digging at the top of the mountain, when they came across stone structures shocked beyond their wildest dreams. The archaeologists started their search. They soon uncovered ancient walls, a cistern for holding water, ceramic fragments, and so much more. They had soon revealed the outline of a massive castle, built 2,800 years ago by the enigmatic Kingdom of Urartu, or the Kingdom of Van. The kingdom's reign was not a long one. They ruled eastern Anatolia from between roughly 860 BC until 590 BC. Their end was just as mysterious as their beginning. They constructed magnificent mountain fortresses, thrived for centuries, and then vanished in the blink of an eye. Historians believe their success was thanks to the temporary decline of the Assyrian Empire in the 8th century BC, but then once the Assyrians recovered and were back in power,